Hey, what's up guys, it's Cody with 3 Printing and Technology. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a 1-year review of the Monoprice Select Mini V2 3D printer. So the Monoprice is the second or third printer that we've owned. It's a smaller desktop size printer. So it can't print really big stuff like the Taboo Tornado or Prusa MK2 can. This printer is good for small stuff. It'd probably be nice if it had a 0.2 nozzle on it instead of 0.4, but it's still useful. The printer is really reliable. It's kind of quiet. It's not the loudest one, but you can still hear it. It has good multi-material support, whether you put in PLA, PETG, or ABS. There hasn't been any updates for the printer that we were aware of, which is okay, because this printer is still good at printing it without any updates like the Prusa has. So right now we mainly use this printer for ABS printing, because we can find an enclosure big enough for one for the printer, which right now is a plastic tub tote that you can get at any box department type store, I guess. The only 2 major issues that we've had with it is the build tag that it came with. It kept ripping or coming off after the first few months, so we replaced that with a PCB or perf board, which is basically like an electronic backboard you can solder stuff to. And just use boundary clips to clip it down, and it seems to work really well, especially since it has hose in it so the heat can pass through it. And the second issue was the power button on the back. After a while it quit working, so we had to plug it in the wall and turn it on that way, and then eventually the power button just quit altogether, so we had to replace it, which was very simple. But other than that, nothing really troublesome with this printer. Like on the Prusa, if you break a printable part or the pin probe isn't set right, but this one's been fairly reliable. So here are some of the ABS prints that was printed with it. This is the custom 3 printer that we're working on. So this piece, pretty much all of these black pieces, and this green ABS piece was printed on it. So these are all ABS prints. You can tell the print quality is pretty good. We haven't quite got mastered it, but it's a good quality. With the PCB build plate, you get these little dots just as holes in the bottom of it. So what we do is we'll take it off, we sand the bottom down to make it flat, and then it works well. Just as good as a glass plate or powder coated or what have you. But yeah, the print quality is pretty well with this one. So here's the enclosure that the printer is in. It's an upside down tub or tote, however you want to call it. But it keeps the heat in when you print it with ABS. And as you can see, the build plate is the PCB board now, not BuildTech. So everything on software is still the same since the review that we done a year ago. So I'm not going to go back into that. So here's the PCB board. It's a little bit dirty because I haven't cleaned it, but it works very well. As you can see, we got some binder clips on the sides. This one's been the most tricky, but we took the top piece off and it's working fine now. I would like to find a 1-piece, but right now it's a 2-piece. It's just hard to find a PCB board that size that fits. So So going on to the back side, here's the power button that we've had to replace. This is the new one. So hopefully this one lasts a year or more like the old one did. And the filament that we got loaded right now is the homemade ABS black filament, which we've been printing some printer parts with. SD cards still the same. The hot end nozzle tape has started to come off, so we might replace that soon. This tape right here and the hot end probably needs to be cleaned. Other than that, nothing's changed much. We all still have the screen protector on, so it needs probably some light maintenance around the hot end and tape, and maybe going over the rods, like oiling them and stuff, and checking the belt tensions. But other than that, it stayed very much the same. Okay, so here is the Monoprice printing with PETG. This filament doesn't have to be heated to be printed with like the ABS does. Okay, so here's 3 examples of the different materials that the Monoprice Select Mini can print with. This is the cat printed in PLA. It's the sample print that came with it. This is a rocket nozzle cone printed in ABS. And this is a Darth Vader printed in PETG. I'm sure it can print in other materials, but we haven't used any other ones besides these 3 yet. But as you can tell, it does a good job with the print quality. So that's going to wrap up the year in review for this printer. So if you're considering this printer, it's a good starter printer, because it's not complicated to use, and it's pretty much a simpler interface, easier interface. Or if you're looking for a smaller desktop size printer, it's compact enough that it can fit on a desk or a small workbench, and it has a good range of materials that you can use, like the basics, PLA, ABS, PETG, maybe a few other ones that we haven't tried yet. We'll probably try some more exotic filaments out on it later this year or early next year, 2019. Also, if there's anything we missed in this review as a 1 year of having this printer, leave a comment down below or anything you'd like to see. This isn't a full review like we did previously. This is pretty much we've had it for a year and what's changed or updated on it, so we can make the next year in review better, probably for the Prusa or maybe the Mod T if we decide to start that printer up again. So let's see if we can get to 1,000 subscribers this year. I think it's possible. But if you like this video and see today's videos first, make sure you click subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next time.